What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and two things. First up, stick around to the end because I've got two guest appearances that you're not going to want to miss if you've been wanting to get an update on our journey to Texas. And second is, man, do we have some major updates going on in Congress today with infrastructure and stimulus. This is your stimulus check update and your stimulus package update. Now, you guys, as you know, right now there is a battle going on. I've let you know in the past couple videos that we heard that Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said that if members of the Democratic Party in the Senate, if they do not pass a stimulus package, she's going to let that infrastructure bill sit, and they're not passing infrastructure in the House. So she wants to make sure that they get stimulus ready because she's concerned that if she passes infrastructure on its own, Democrats will not come together and pass more stimulus. Well, take a look at this article that just came out today. 9 Democrats threaten to derail the $3.5 trillion budget and infrastructure bill. And Democrats, take a look at this first line. 9 moderate Democrats in the House of Representatives, in her own chamber, are now threatening her, saying that they will derail the stimulus if she doesn't go ahead and pass that infrastructure. So Nancy Pelosi is getting attacked from both sides. Take a look at this. This is New Jersey Representative Josh Gottheimer from the House of Representatives. He is leading the 9 Democrats in the House that are telling Nancy Pelosi they will derail everything if she doesn't push through that infrastructure bill. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is not happy with that, as she was battling, take a look, Senator Joe Manchin and Democrats in the Senate. So now she's got members of the Senate and the House battling against her. Now we're going to see, because she is doing this, she said, primarily to ensure that we get stimulus. And she's afraid that if she passes infrastructure through without the stimulus alongside it, we might not have stimulus, you guys. Take a look at this other article that just came out. Moderate Democrats demand quick passage of the infrastructure bill. And here's another one that we're going to be diving into in more detail so I can get you caught up on everything. From the Hill came out today. Moderates vow to block budget to secure infrastructure funding, you guys. So big news coming out for stimulus today. I'm going to dive right in and get you caught up on the latest as of today, August 13th, 2021, so you can know what's going on. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, it just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, keep me up to date on everything that's going on. Don't forget to take a second to smash that like button. I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel a ton. Just takes a second. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and share this out on social media platforms to others if you think it would help them out as well. And if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date on all this stuff, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. You can come join the Ram fam, and I'll keep you up to date on all this stuff. And be sure to join me on Instagram at SteveRam3 as well. That's the best place to get a hold of me if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest of what's happening today, Friday, August the 13th, regarding infrastructure and stimulus. All right, you guys, so first up, link in the description below to this article that just came out today. I always cite my sources so that way you can check them out for yourself and see that I'm not just making up random stuff. So this article says, moderates vow to block budget to secure infrastructure funding. And it says, a group of House moderates is throwing a wrench in the Democrats' two-prong economic agenda, threatening to block a multi-trillion-dollar budget bill until party leaders enact the Senate's bipartisan infrastructure package, according to the letter obtained by the Hill. So 9 members of the House, Democrats, coming out and saying, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, we do not support you holding hostage that infrastructure bill, promising that you will not pass it until stimulus comes. We want you to pass it now, and if you do not, when stimulus comes, we will not pass it. Now, behind Speaker Nancy Pelosi, House Democrats had intended to return to Washington the week of August 23rd, interrupting their long summer recess in order to pass the budget blueprint, which was approved by the Senate on Wednesday. Now, that budget resolution authorized Democrats to begin crafting the $3.5 trillion package of economic priorities. Now, including an expansion of social safety net programs, healthcare coverage, immigrant rights, and environmental protections, which is expected to be considered by both chambers in the fall. Now, only afterward, Pelosi had said, will the House vote on the Senate's $1 trillion infrastructure bill, which was also passed by the upper chamber earlier this week. Now, a group of 9 moderate Democrats, however, have another design in mind. Now, in a letter to be sent to Pelosi on Friday, today, the centrist lawmakers maintain their districts simply can't wait for the infrastructure spending to go out the door. They're demanding that the Senate's bipartisan bill be adopted this month or they won't support the budget resolution. A threat with the real teeth, given the Democrats' slim House majority and the Republicans' unanimous opposition to the Senate's budget bill, you guys. And we just heard Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi double down, saying there will be no voting on infrastructure this month, and they're saying this needs to happen this month. Now, the country is clamoring for infrastructure investment and common sense bipartisan solutions, the letter read. With the livelihoods of hardworking Americans' families at stake, we simply can't afford months of unnecessary delays and risks squandering this once-in-a-century bipartisan infrastructure package. It's time to get the shovels in the ground and get the people to work. Now, the New York Times was first to report on the Democrats' letter. Now, the letter was spearheaded by Representative Josh Gothenheimer, as we saw, and the 8 members that are supporting it as well is Henry Seller of Texas, Jim Costa of California, Kurt Schrader of Oregon, Philemon Vela of Texas, Vincent Gonzalez of Texas, Jared Goldman of Maine, Ed Case of Hawaii, and Carolyn Bordeaux of Georgia. Now, the threat poses a dilemma for Pelosi, President Biden, and other party leaders because there's a separate parallel ultimatum coming from House liberals who say they won't vote for the infrastructure bill without the Senate first passing the $3.5 trillion social benefits package, a strategy that Pelosi has endorsed. So this was head up by her, and now they are derailing the whole thing, you guys. We have been clear for 3 months that we are not going to vote for the bipartisan package unless there is a reconciliation package that is passed that includes sufficient funding for our 5 priorities, said Pramila Jayapal, who heads up the Congressional Progressive Caucus, and she told reporters this earlier this month. So major fighting in the Democratic Party. This is insane, you guys. We've got progressive Democrats in the House of Representatives saying that if members of the Senate, if Democrats in the Senate don't pass a stimulus package and send it to the House, that they are not going to be voting on infrastructure. They're going to let it sit, and they're going to derail their plans for that infrastructure bill. Now, also, in the House of Representatives, moderate Democrats are saying that they're going to derail the stimulus package once it comes if they do not first pass the infrastructure bill. So we literally have, in the Democratic Party, 2 groups of Democrats fighting amongst themselves, threatening to throw off the entire thing, you guys. So we're going to see, and in the middle of it, we've got Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, who has sided with progressives, saying that we need a stimulus package first. And we're going to see what happens because, as you guys know, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is not somebody you want to mess with. So we're going to see what she's going to be pulling out of her hat here, or if they're going to be able to find some sort of way to compromise and come together to make this work, because they need almost full and complete unity in the Democratic Party, in the House and in the Senate, to make this work, because they hold the majority, but just by the slimmest of margins, you guys. So we're going to be seeing what happens here. Now, before we get going, though, I want to share with you guys a special guest appearance, so stick around, check this out. What's up, you guys? So I've got 2 special guests that are going to be joining us today, and their names are, what's your name? Naya! What's your name?
Liam the boy.
Liam the boy and Naya. And how old are you guys? Tell them your ages.
7. I'm 4.
7 and 4. And I wanted to bring them on because people have been asking how we've been adjusting to Houston, Texas, how the kids and the family are. So wanted to have them do a special guest appearance, and you guys can hear it from them directly. So tell them, what is your guys' favorite thing about Houston, Texas? What's your favorite thing, Naya?
My favorite thing is Kemah, the beach. And I love everything. I love the community. I love the people. I love all the people. I want to talk, Daddy.
Wow. Okay. What about you?
I love the baseball stadium where everyone is playing baseball.
Where's that at? We haven't been to a baseball stadium.
we just passed it. We passed it when we were moving.
Okay. Wow. What about one of the places that we've been to that you guys like?
NASA.
You like NASA? Yes, we're right by NASA.
We're like a potato.
Yes, and we actually got season passes, because if you go once, it's like $90 for the whole family. But if you get the season pass, which lasts for a year, it's like $150. So it pays for itself once you go twice. What about you? You said splash pad?
Splash pad.
Yeah, splash pad. So that's actually our community. We've got a little splash pad, and the kids love to go there. It's like this own little community water park, which is super cool. What's your guys' favorite foods that you've gotten? What do you like here in Houston?
I like the cheeseburgers. I like the Wendy's hamburger.
Wendy's hamburger. Well, yeah, Wendy's hamburgers are yummy. And you said, what did you say?
I said cheeseburger.
From where? From where?
Old McDonald's had a farm.
They got a lot of great food in Houston. Really there's like this Tex-Mex Red River Cantina. We discovered Whataburger, Raising Cane's, a lot of great food out here. Hey, no pulling hair. So, but you guys just wanted to say hi, and is there anything else you guys want to tell them before we go?
We love you and God bless. Click the button by down below.
That's what I didn't tell them to say that. Click the subscribe button, hit the like button, you guys.
Really didn't.
And we will keep you up to date. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for doing a guest appearance and keeping everybody up to date on our trip to Texas. But take care, you guys. God bless. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.